I'm Chrissy. I'm Christina, and this is Cooking with Chrissy. Today, we are going to make peanut butter cookies. I'm going to measure the ingredients first, and then I'll put them together to make it a lot easier for some people. So, first we need 1/2 cup sugar. If I can get this thing open. Here's the 1/2 cup. Here's the sugar. I'm going to dip it in, so then always dip it in. Is that sugar? Yeah. And then you always scrape the top to make sure it's level. Then you put it in a separate cup. Did I do it right? Yeah. And then now we need 1/2 cup brown sugar. Now we need 1/2 cup sugar. Brown sugar. So we'll use the same one. We'll dip it right in there, but remember to level it off. You always gotta pack it in there. Then you gotta level it off. Then you put this in a separate cup. Later we're going to mix them all together. Looks like a chunk. Okay. Now we need 1/2 cup butter. Now earlier I melted the butter a little bit to make it softer. See? See how it melted a little bit too much? You always gotta measure, you always gotta put it in for the right time, because if you put it in too much, it'll melt the butter. Okay. So we got the butter. I'll put it up here so you can see all the ingredients I've already measured. Here's the butter, here's the sugar, and then here's the brown sugar. Now we need 1/2 cup peanut butter. Now the peanut butter is the hardest part because you have to scoop it well, and you always scoop it with a spoon, because if you scoop it with a scooper, it gets stuck in the scooper. So you just you keep putting it in there. And you gotta compact it in there. Always remember to pack it in there. And you still gotta level it off. And you still have to level it off here. Remember to keep your kitchen clean, because a clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. So then you put this in another. Do I need 1/2 cup again? Yeah, I do. So then you put the peanut butter in the. You try to put the peanut butter in the cup. It's harder to do this because it's sticky. Try to get as much as you can out of the bowl, out of the container. Then you put it up here too, so then you could see all the ingredients. Now for the flour. We need, forgot the egg. Oh, we have the 1 egg. See, here's the 1 egg. We put that up here. Always level out your ingredients so you can check after. You always gotta check. Okay, we need 1 quart of flour, but first I gotta wash this out. Okay. Now we need the flour. So we need 1/4 cup flour. always pour the flour in. Only up to now this is 1/4. See how it only goes up to here? That's 1/4. Now you don't need to sift the flour because it doesn't say to sift it. Then you gotta line it up. Now we're done with the flour. Remember, again, and I'm gonna keep repeating this. Always keep your kitchen clean so you don't end up bumping into things. Now we need the baking soda, which is right here. We need 3/4 cup baking soda. I need to pour this into a cup. Always have clean utensils. Now, you need to pour this in. You need 3/4. Okay. Now this is 3/4 cup baking soda. Okay? Like I said, you always put it next to the rest of the ingredients. Now we need 1/2 cup. You gotta put this in this bowl because you need the measuring cup. Now we need a 1/2 cup baking powder. Here's the baking powder. This is the hard part, because this you have to crush up a little bit after I wipe this knife off. Okay. You need to crush this up a little bit because in here it's hard. So you mix it up a little bit and then you pour some in there. We need 1/2 cup. Crush it up a little bit more because I still don't have a 1/2 cup. This is the hard part. Like I said, this is the hard part. Then you push it down a little bit and you shake it around a little bit to make it level. Okay. Then this is a cup. This is 1/2 cup. Okay, then you put it next to the other ingredients. I think we only need one more ingredient. The salt. Now the 1/4 the salt you have to be precise about, because if you're not precise about it, you'll make your cookies too salty, and you don't want that. Because if you make it too salty, it'll give it a sour taste. So you put that in a little cup, and then you use 1/4 cup. You keep sprinkling it in. You're gonna open the lid, and then you're gonna sprinkle some in. One-4 cup. Okay, now this is 1/4 cup, 1/4 teaspoon salt. Okay, then you gotta make sure your area is clean. Okay. Then you gotta wipe off your kitchen area, because if you mix up ingredients, you can get bacteria in it, and that can make you sick, and you don't want that. Now here comes the best part. We get to mix the ingredients. Always use a clean mixing bowl. Now, we need to beat the butter until creamy. Where's my butter? Oh, before you do that, you check each ingredient to make sure you measured it right. So the 1/2 cup sugar. Now that I've checked everything, it's all good. Checked it twice. Always check it twice, because if you didn't measure anything right, you could make it could end up really bad. Now that you got your clean mixing bowl, you beat the butter until creamy. Here's my butter. You take a spoon and you just mush it and mix it a little bit until it looks creamy. Then you add that into the mixing bowl. make sure to get all you can in there. Okay? Then you put that in the sink. Then it says be 2 minutes. Add the sugar. Where's my sugar? This is either the flour or here's the sugar. Okay, here's my. This is my sugar. Okay, then you add the. Where's my sugar? The 1/2 cup sugar. You just pour it right on top. And if you didn't make sure you measured it right, you could have put in the wrong measurement. Then you beat for 2 more minutes. Okay. Then you mix that together. You gotta mix it well, because if you don't mix it well, it won't turn out right. Mix that for 2 minutes. Too big of a bowl. Here it is. You see how it's creamy? You mix it and you keep mixing it until you don't see the sugar. If you see sugar, you haven't mixed it enough. Then you put, mix in peanut butter and egg. Where's my peanut butter? Here's the peanut butter. This is the hard part. You gotta scoop. Here's our peanut butter. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Now, make sure you get all the peanut butter out as you can, because you don't want to underdo it, or, like I keep saying, it will turn out nasty. And you don't want nasty cookies on Christmas. No, the Christmas one. So you make sure you scrape it, because any leftover could be hazardous to your cookie. Oh, I just love saying the word hazardous. It makes... You know what? Everyone should try to say the word hazardous. If you want to. Okay. Now, you put the egg in. Where's my egg? Where'd my egg go? Oh, here's my egg. Now that I've gotten 1 egg, you beat it on the side until you get a little crack. Then you stick your fingers in there. And then make sure you look at it, because you don't want to get any shell in there. Always wipe your hands off after it to get any excess off of it, which is like any stuff off of it. Then mix together the ingredients. Mix it again, and make sure you don't see any of the egg. So you just keep mixing it until you don't see any egg left. Then, let's see the dry ingredients. Flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt. Then you take a separate bowl. Let me just get a separate bowl. Oh, I have a separate bowl right here. Then you take a separate bowl. You push aside the wet ingredients. Then you mix together the flour. Make sure you get all of that out there. You mix together the baking soda. Please tell me this is the baking soda. I think this is the baking soda. Then you mix together the baking soda, the baking powder. Is this the baking powder? That's the baking powder. And salt. Here's my salt. It doesn't matter which order you put it in, as long as each one of them go in. Powder. Okay, baking powder. This is my baking powder. Make sure you do not mix them up, because then you don't want to put in the wrong ingredient in the bowl. Then you grab a clean spoon, which could be any spoon. You can even use a ladle. A ladle, I think it's a ladle. You mix those together until it looks like all of them are mixed together great. Make sure you mix it all the way. Then you stir dry ingredients into the sugar butter mixture. Oh, I get that. Then you pour this into